So this year's Real Broker Rise event had a lot of huge tech announcements. The one we're about to watch now is a presentation from Pritesh Damani, the Chief Technology Officer, and this is kind of the biggest project that he's been working on, which is an overhaul of Leo, our AI assistant. So Leo's been out for about a year now, and truthfully, it was pretty basic what he could do. What he can do now is pretty amazing. It's groundbreaking. Nobody else has an AI assistant that's so integrated into their platform as our Leo AI assistant is now. So today we're going to watch Pritesh's presentation about all the huge upgrades and all the features that they're rolling out with the Leo, our AI assistant. And real quick, if you're interested in joining Real Broker and you're looking for a sponsor or a co-sponsor into the company, I'd be more than happy to hop on a one-on-one video call with you, talk to you about your business, talk to you about Real, see if it'd be a good fit or not. I have a link down in the description below where you can set up that call.
I've leveled up. Now I know what you need before you even ask.
The master of AI himself, the Jedi. I want you to say, bring out Pritesh!
Bring out Pritesh!
CTO, Pritesh!
I can't say I love you back. This is recorded. So, you work here the whole year, and I'm going to give you an analogy. Like a jewelry maker makes a jewelry. They polish it, they put the right diamond, the right setting, and then you finally need the jazz hands. This is the jazz hands. The right model, the right hand model, because it needs to be presented the right way. So, how do you make a non-boring 45-minute technology session where nobody's put to sleep every year? Alright, let's see. It's been an incredible year. In fact, incredible many years. For people who were in San Antonio, you saw us start with 7 people, and now the team is really, really big. But our vision hasn't changed. It's surprising. AI came along. I admit nobody saw it coming the way. AI was around, but nobody saw it coming the way it came in 2022, right? So we adapted along the way, but our principles and our fundamentals were the same. We wanted to build the brokerage of the future. And Leo came along, and we launched our first version of Leo in 2023. It was basic. It kind of knew what we had. It also understood our repository, our Zendesk material and stuff like that. in your knowledge base. In 2024, we upgraded Leo to anticipate what you were going to ask. We kind of started understanding the data a little bit more. Leo was learning along the way, and it kind of knew what you were going to ask, when you were going to ask it. But for most of you who've used ChatGPT, how many people use like any GPT, Chat or Claude? Okay, great. If you're a real, I expect you to use ChatGPT. But you know, with ChatGPT or any GPT solution you use, it expects you to ask questions. And most people stumble. Most people don't know what to ask. You learn a few prompts and make me a marketing email or whatever. But after that, you're kind of stuck. And this is not a problem just with GPT, it's a problem across the industry. Today, we're at a place where we can now anticipate not only what you're going to ask, but we can watch what you're doing and suggest what comes along with it. So with Leo, what was expected was you would log in and there were these quickly lines, and we really wanted to make it special. We didn't want it to look like a customer bot, a customer service chat bot. So we had these quickly lines, which was kind of unique, and I think we were the only people who did it. And you were expected to kind of click on it and ask questions and stuff like that. Along the way, we did a lot of other things, not just AI, right? We launched a lot of other products, and things just started getting bloated. Right? We think it's all cool, but we're not oblivious to the idea that we're launching all these features like real signature, wealth plan, all of these different things, and buttons just keep coming. Right? And it starts feeling, this is when you're all about to go to sleep, so it starts feeling like this. So, they're put on there for purpose. They message me the most, by the way. You don't want to be on this list. But while this is happening and agents are confused and like they're looking for things and where's that feature, where's this feature, and they message me. This is how I feel. But all jokes aside, I think it's time to take Leo to the next level. We want Leo to be better, faster, more efficient, and in a way, not wait for you to ask questions, but instead be there with you along the way, every step of the way. Whether, it's basic stuff like, working with Reason or product, or looking for Sharran's material, or marketing, stuff like that, right? So today we're changing the game a little bit. We're going to launch our first and only, industry first, AI co-pilot for real estate.
Woo!
I know you guys are not clapping because I don't think you understand what it is yet, but so let me tell you what a co-pilot is. So with co-pilot, Leo knows everything. So imagine you're flying the smallest plane, like a Cessna. It has like 6 or 8 gauges in the front, but you typically have someone sitting next to you, right? And you're in the air, it's dangerous, right? And someone is watching your back. Someone's talking to the traffic controller, making sure they're also listening to the traffic. It's exactly like that. So when you're in a region, Leo is always going to be next to you. You don't have to summon it anymore. It's waiting for you, and it's guiding you through the process. It understands what you're doing on the screen, and it will suggest things whether you ask it or not. It's about keeping you out of the weeds in many ways and let the AI drive your daily conversations with the technology that we're building. Let me put some context around this. So what's going to really happen is Leo is going to be front and center. We're taking over the menus, and it's going to be smack in the middle. And it's watching what you're doing on the screen on the right side, and it's suggesting things on the left. You no longer will have to look for buttons or material, and those tools soon become clearer as you start revealing things.
Yeah, I love this idea because Leo is actually a big component of like support here. When you have a question like, hey, where do I find this? Like you can call up the support line and talk to a real human being and ask them, or now you can just ask Leo, like, hey, where do I find this? Or what are the requirements are this? Or like, what is the next step? And so like, I feel like Leo, for me, the biggest way I use it is in support around like policies and where to find a lot of different resources. And this is really cool that they're putting it front and center. They've actually updated the app now, and so the AI assistant button is the one in the very center of the app now. So they're really trying to push this, and it is helpful a lot of times, especially around support. And when you have questions, it can answer a lot of questions that you have automatically. And the fact that it's now giving you suggestions of questions is also really helpful. And what he's saying is, like, as you go through the contract, you click on different pages, it's going to give you different suggestions of questions, of ways that it can actually help you out as well. So if you're on a listing, maybe it'll say, hey, check out Sharran's video all about how to market your listing and how to sell it and how to get buyers from your listing. So it's going to give you really helpful suggestions like that. It's actually really cool, and like it's actually very helpful today. Previous versions is just like a chat GPT, but you can ask it questions about real. This is actually pretty helpful, and it's much more integrated into this whole process now, and it's only going to get better, which is really cool.
So I wanted to kind of bring this home, is it's always present. On the mobile, we're changing the game as well. It's going to be smack in the middle of the mobile screen. It's always present. You can pull it out, and it understands what you're looking at, and will start telling you what to do in case you need help. Okay, so let's peel the onion a little bit. Are you ready to take this to the next level? All right. So let's go take like a basic use case like depositing a check. How many people here have deposited a check with our mobile application? Okay, good. It's easy, but this becomes more easier this way. Imagine you want to deposit a check, you open your app, and you just type DEP. Now Leo will already know what you're going to do. It's going to type, as soon as you type DEP, it knows, oh, you're trying to deposit a check. Not only will it know that you're trying to deposit a check, but it knows your transaction. So it says, oh, you're trying to deposit $5,200 to 4429 Ocean Drive. When you click on it, it will take you directly to that transaction, to that screen, and let you deposit the check. So this is super custom, right? Like think about it. Like all you have to do is, you don't need to know what the buttons are. You just go to Leo and you just type DEP, which is deposit. You didn't even have to write the word deposit. And it's not a tutorial on how to deposit. It literally takes you there. Right? And this is just one feature, by the way. Like this is just showing you. But anything you think about, anything you can think about you want to do in the application, you can do it through Leo. You no longer have to look for buttons. Let's take this to an annoying level, right?
So yeah, I see this as a fantastic tool for support. And I love that like you can navigate the menus and find where to take a picture of a check to deposit, or you just open up Leo at the very bottom, deposit, and it literally takes you right there. And so this is going to greatly improve the support that we have for our agents at our company. And I know support is really, really important for a lot of agents. And just being able to get answers to your questions just like that, to be able to navigate everything instantaneously and actually taking you there, I think this is literally a game changer. And nobody else has this. Nobody else has something this innovative that is at this level in their businesses right now, which is cool. And I love that we're innovating and kind of pioneering this space.
Your favorite use case. I know approving the commission document is like an annoying thing that you have to do. I get it. But now Leo will you don't have to like remember to do things. Leo will just tell you, hey, the commission document is ready, do you want to approve it? If you, I mean, this is really cool. Come on, no pass, bullshit. I don't know what, I literally don't know what I got to do here.
So cool.
But typically when you go to approve a commission, you might want to do other things like adding a rebate or editing your commission, adding a fee. So it kind of knows, and it's actually observing the things you do typically, and it will promote those things. Of course, you could go and like just approve the commission and move on in your life. It will, you know, again, remember, only few people get annoyed by little things, but most people have, you know, 20, 30 approved commissions to approve it in a year, right? So this is super helpful in those cases. Of course, you know, you can ask questions like, hey, why am I getting charged $250 brokerage fee? And Leo now will just be able to tell you right then and there. You don't have to call support or like text Sharran. Because I know you guys do. And literally. So that's another thing, right? Well,
Pritesh, you have 2 minutes left.
Leo's being a smart ass. Wow. Alright, so speaking of forgetting, Leo is now going to prompt you with all the things that you need to know up front. You don't have to worry about what are you forgetting, what you're not forgetting. It's all there. Right? There's a lot of stuff that we're going to do is all going to pile up in Leo, hopefully not too much, but it's like almost, it's your co-pilot. The whole job is that it's supposed to tell you what you're missing out on. It's supposed to keep you in check. Well, let's do one more. Are you ready to go to the next level? This is my favorite one. This year we launched private label. And with private label, teams who are on private label, you know that the math gets extremely complex. You can just now go to Leo and say, hey, can you explain how you came up with these numbers? You can do this, by the way, anytime. You don't have to wait for a payout. Anytime you go in, you can say, hey, can you explain to me how you came up with these numbers? And Leo is literally going to break it down like our support team will do it. Right? And this is custom for the person asking the question. This is huge. The whole company is super committed to Leo. The way we think about Leo Copilot is, in order to be the company of the future for the AI brokerage, we need to think AI first. The rest of the future, I'm going to invite my colleagues to come in and discuss how Leo Copilot is going to help the brokerage and you all. So, before I do that, what do we unlock? We want Leo to be always anticipating, always be available, and always be helping. That is the goal. Again, remember, our support teams are not disappearing, but the point is you want an answer right now. Everybody wants everything right now. I want things right now too. And Leo is the way to do things right now. Leo Copilot will be your central way of communicating with Leo going forward. And we've worked 3 years in a row to get this future together. And today, it's all coming live. And this is probably the biggest moment in Rio. Honestly, I don't think you guys realize how big this is. But when you open your apps in a little bit, you'll start realizing what's going on. But before we move on, I want to invite our COO, Jenna Rosenblatt, to come in and discuss how Leo helps with brokerage operations.
make this boring like you told me I was in Canada, so we'll see how that goes. Thank you, Jesse. All right, as the COO of Real, I'm often asked if we're doing a good job supporting our agents. Well, we must be doing something right. When we look at where we were almost 2 years ago to today, we have more than doubled our agent count, expanding from 10,000 agents in 2023 to over 22,000 agents today.
And what's really amazing about that is every other brokerage out there is losing agents. Like the industry as a whole is losing agents. I think Keller Williams lost 10,000 agents in 2023. eXp Realty, they've lost agents every quarter for 3 quarters in a row, and almost certainly they're losing agents this year as well. So an entire year straight of them losing agents. And virtually all brokerages are losing agents, yet we've more than doubled in the last 12 months. And I think when I calculated the numbers in the last 3 years, we've grown by 113% a year on average for the last 3 years. So 3 years in a row, we've been doubling in size. And we are continuing on that trend, which is pretty amazing. You know, if we're at 22,000 agents right now, next year we very well may be at 40,000 agents, and then 80,000 agents, 160,000 agents. Like, we've been doubling in size for 3-4 years in a row now, and I don't see any stopping to that trend, which is pretty cool.
Our agent community isn't just growing in size, it's growing in strength. We're proud of the inclusive, collaborative culture we've built, where agents support one another and share in each other's successes. But just as you are supporting each other, we need to make sure that we are proving how we support you. Let's jump into some more features we now have with Leo. One of the biggest needs agents have is being able to speak to their broker. Guys right up there. But right now, the process hasn't been that great, as you need to remember the state or province's broker hotline number. Now, all you need to do is ask Leo to call your broker, and he will make it happen. Let's see it in action. Just open your Reason app on your phone or on your desktop, and when you pop open Leo, he has a call broker prompt ready to go for you. Leo knows you have active listings or transactions, so he will ask if it's related to one of those or if you're calling about something else.
So what I like about this is that Leo is not just like a ChatGPT, right, where it fed some information and you can ask a question about the information. They've actually like programmed in a lot of these unique features. So if you type in "talk to my broker," it gives you this unique prompt. Great, what listing do you want to talk to your broker about? Or are you asking, hey, explain this fee and these commissions to me? It breaks everything down for you. So these are like unique prompts that they programmed into it specific to your real estate business, which I think is really cool. And they give a bunch more examples of these sort of unique prompts and different functionality that they built into Leo.
Calling about that transaction, you select it, and it's going to ask if you want to call your broker or message them. So let's choose call, which will automatically start the call with your broker team. Once your broker answers, Leo's going to start recording that call for you, so you have it as a reference in your transaction for you to listen to at any time. Once that call is complete, he's going to transcribe it. You can see he's being a little funny right now, saying he's not going to show it, because it's private. It's a conversation between you and your broker, so he's trying to be funny.
And so that functionality is actually also built into the app. So every transaction, you're gonna have a file in the app for that transaction, and there's now a button at the top of your phone or on your computer to call broker. And if you click on that, there's always going to be some state broker in front of a computer. And when you call that line, it's going to pop up saying, hey, Malcolm wants to call about 123 Main Street. The broker can then pull up that transaction, have it in front of him when he takes your call and answers your questions about that. So it's right there, and he can answer those questions. That entire conversation gets recorded and attached to that file, so you can go back and listen to your broker, and then it's also going to create a transcript and a summary of what your broker told you, and that's also going to get saved in that file. Super cool, super innovative. Again, like this really is going to improve the support that we have. So it's no longer like trying to write down what your broker's telling you, and maybe your broker's at the grocery store or driving around. No, there's always going to be a broker standby in front of their computer answering questions from their agents about specific transactions. Super, super cool.
Are you trying to like slip in some jokes with Leo or something here? Trying to screw me up on stage?
This is Jenna's attempting to do a joke.
Now that you've talked to your broker, it's time to get some documents uploaded. Let's pull up Reason to show you what Leo has up his sleeve to take this to the next level. First, you're going to open your transaction and navigate to the checklist. Let's upload your purchase agreement by clicking on Upload. You'll click on Add a Document and select your purchase agreement. I'm talking way faster than the video's keeping up, but that's okay. So you're going to go ahead and pick that. Well, this is moving very slowly, Jesse. You're going to hit Save.
Watch
And
it.
then, what?
Say watch that.
Oh, you watch. You'll notice a new Leo bubble, and once it's done, it shows 12 errors that need revision. You can also see that on the left, Leo's prompting you that you have errors in that document. So let's go ahead and view them. And he tells you exactly where they are on every
You guys need to do a lot more than this. This is crazy.
You can see when you re-upload it as well. You've already fixed all your errors. He's going to go ahead and clear that for you. You're good to go. So no more waiting for your brokers a few days, hopefully not longer than that, to tell you that you're missing an initial signature. You know it within seconds.
This actually is huge, right? We always forget signatures, and being able to get that feedback immediately, I think it'd be incredibly valuable. And what's really cool about this is that they've talked about what they want to be able to do is that Leo can actually fill out the contract for you. Like maybe you type in the parameters in a form, and then it automatically adds all the signature blocks and adds all the information to the contract. That's not what they're launching now, but that could be like in the future. If Leo is now able to read your contract, like your state's contract, and make sure that you have all the boxes checked that you need and all the signatures that you need, like that's pretty amazing. That's kind of like a big milestone, a big step to where they want to take this. And just imagine like where this is going to be 12 months from now. So I had a conversation with Pritesh, and I asked him, how many developers and programmers does Real have right now? He said over 100. We have over 100 people at Real Broker entirely dedicated to building out our technology. And I believe it. There's so many different projects, from the app to the dashboard to the Leo AI to Real Wallet to Real Signature, all this other tech that they've come out with as well. And it is just a huge focus of our company. And it's amazing that we have over 100 programmers and developers working at Real Broker to bring all this technology to fruition. I bet you that is probably more than any other brokerage out there, which is why we keep rolling out with this amazing and award-winning technology.
Throughout the life cycle of the transaction, you have a number of questions that you're adding into the comments. Most commonly, when will I be paid? Leo's going to be able to jump in for you so you don't have to wait for an answer and go ahead and tell you what's going on. So the example popped up a little quickly because you guys got really excited about the broker video. But it was telling you right away that you haven't been paid because you haven't validated your commission and you're still missing a document that you need to upload for your broker. So now you're going to get that real-time responsiveness right within your transaction, right when you need it, when you're at your computer, able to go ahead and do stuff, which will also help you get paid faster, which I know everyone cares about. Yeah. So super exciting. Okay, so finally the last feature I want to highlight for you today is the other group that you rely on for help, our amazing support team. Now within Leo, you'll see a question mark along the top. From here, you now have the ability to either create a support ticket or call the support team. When you select support ticket, Leo will ask what you need help with, so he can try to go ahead and put that in the ticket for you. In this example, the agent wants to know, how do I enter in a referral? Leo knows you don't want to wait on an answer, so he's going to try to help you first. You can review his detailed answer to see if it's what you were looking for, but he's still going to ask you if you need help, and if you do, you just click on that option, and Leo takes care of the rest. No more needing to draft an email, remember support phone number, he's got your back. All in the hands of
That was brilliant.
Okay, for people who didn't catch on, I gave all the best features to others to demo. I got the boring ones. Oh, you can do this, you can do that. No, these are the cool features.
Well, I feel like you're kind of Otis, you know, after what happened in Canada. That's all I'm saying. I'm not bitter or anything. The Canadians over there know who's going to need to be on stage.
So to summarize, and I want like a good clap for every feature I'm going to talk about. Because just to give you perspective, like 10 people or 15 people work for 9 months to give you that bubble that says 12, and I get 3 claps. Just to summarize, just think about the magnitude of this a little bit. You're just probably thinking, oh, Leo can now upload, you can upload documents, Leo can find errors, but you no longer have to wait for multiple days or hours, I don't know what it typically is, to get like a basic answer that say, hey, you forgot a signature in the corner of a page somewhere, which happens quite a bit, right? So that's automatic. It doesn't mean it's broker approved, by the way, right? But you're literally smart enough to check the address. It matches the address of the document to your file. This is crazy. And this is not standard technology, this is not pure AI. And even when you're talking on the chat comments and you're asking some question, the beauty of what's going to happen is Leo is going to grow. Right? This is an ever-evolving product going forward. So the questions you're asking are the same questions others are asking. And when our brokers respond, and you do the thumbs up, you're training Leo to acknowledge that that answer was good. The next person who asks the same questions, Leo's going to take the answer first. So this is a brain, it's an investment in the company. It's the biggest brain that we'll ever build. And all the support phone calls, the reason it goes through Leo is because we can learn from those conversations. It helps us with our support quality. It helps us with content on learning. What kind of questions are people asking so that we can improve the application itself? It's very hard to ingest thousands and thousands of emails and have some humans go through it and say, oh, what did we learn out of this? It's super hard to do all of this stuff at scale. 22,000 agents, we're going to build the biggest possible brain in real estate. There's more cool stuff. How does Leo Copilot now work with marketing assets?
The plot thickens.
And to do that, I have to invite the coolest person I know, Dre Man, and our CMO.
Well, I get some cool features to say a little bit about stuff. I'm sorry that you don't.
I'm going to make sure they clap.
Alright. Especially because I'm one of the coolest people.
I'm the hype man.
Alright. So, we all know how amazing Leo can be. We use Leo a lot, 180,000 questions, right? But what if Leo was one step ahead with all the marketing assets? So you kind of gave that one away, but I'm going to show you a little bit about it. Now Leo Copilot is even smarter. When you join Real, Your welcome assets will now show up in Leo before you even ask.
That is cool, because I've had so many people join, like, hey, where are the templates? How do I edit this? How do I get my photo in there? And for them to already create some templates for, like, I've joined Reel post, that's super cool. I like that a lot.
Looking everywhere. Where do I find this? Where do I find that? What's the current logo? What's the current colors? We got you. You also can change your headshots if you don't like them. You can edit, post, download, you got it all. Leo is helpful every step of your journey as well. Even the moment you land a listing. How
Wow.
cool.
Just
Yes.
wow.
Alright, I want to hear that again. Leo, tell me what you
Wow. Just wow.
Wow! Alright. How cool would it be if Leo gave you multiple options seconds after you post it right to the MLS?
So cool.
So cool! So cool. Or what about when a property sells and you want to tell your entire network? Leo is your right hand in real estate, I'm telling you. You can write it to Leo, or Leo will just show you the prompts and make suggestions right on the fly. There's a bathroom picture in that. Not so hot. Leo can now change that very quickly too. You do not have to go finding everything. You can go right in and edit your post. Check it out. You can edit straight from Leo.
Shut the front door.
Yes, so cool. Leo has a voice, by the way, now. I've given it this voice. It's deep, it's sexy, it's really good. Alright. So I can look for a photo on the MLS, or I can locally find it on my computer. I would prefer to put a kitchen shot in instead of the bathroom shot, right? Even though Pritesh said all the pictures are going to be perfect, Ray, I'm like, they're not all going to be perfect, so we're going to have the edit button. So now you can go and you can edit really easily. You can also crop the picture. If your listing changed its price, or if you want to change to feature some new amenities, it's all there. It's very simple. You don't have to go too far.
I'm still processing how incredible that was.
Leo, literally Leo has got you. It's like a full co-pilot. Leo is so smart that it can remind me of a variety of assets. Check this out. Highlights, reels, open house templates. Leo's got you covered. It's providing creative pieces behind the scenes, all in moments when you're right on the left side in Reason. It's all there for you. Plus, the coolest thing is, you now not only get all your social shareables within Leo, but you can go in and make assets from flyers, postcards, door hangers, and more.
All there.
Whoa.
So, again, this was another 10 people working for 8 months.
And so that's the marketing center that they're showing off there. And so Reel does have a marketing center where you can get postcards, flyers, mailers, all kinds of stuff printed up of all your listings. And so essentially they're saying that Leo's fully integrated in that now, and it can actually make some of these designs for you automatically. So you can just approve it and then hit print, which is really cool. I love that. I love that integration between these two features that we have.
So now, you all have to realize, I think again, remember this is building blocks, right? So that photo picture, that was not by accident. Today, Leo is not smart enough to know the toilet picture. But by next year, it will pick out the right pictures for you. So, and again, it's about building the brain. So, not only that, it's going to read your MLS listings, and it's going to pre-process and actually make them better. Right? It's going to take data from other sources and suggest ideas that it's hard for human brains to just keep up with. It's not about who's smart or who's not. It's more about, it's just so much data out there, and so much cool ideas and cool things that happen in certain neighborhoods or whatever. And you can bring many different social posts, and many different ideas can be created out of that. So again, at scale, all of this works, and now we have scale. We have scale.
And we're significant first movers right now. I mean, you're breaking the mold, Pritesh, on all of this stuff.
This is absolutely, I mean, you all know, this takes a while to build. This takes a while to build, and we have molds. We own our technology, and this is the power of owning our technology.
That is a fantastic point as well. That most other brokerages, they start a brokerage and then they start paying for different software and different services. You know, I've heard people say that at EXP you have like 5 different logins for different accounts, and that's because they're paying for all these different services. We're building all our own stuff, and we've been building it for years now. For years, we've been working on a lot of this technology. And so we have one login, and it gets you access to all of this, the Marketing Center, the Real Signature, the AI, everything with just one login, and it's all fully integrated with each other. And that integration is what's allowing Leo to be so powerful. If you are a brokerage and you're paying for 3, 4, 5 different pieces of software, like you don't have access to all of that data. You can't just fully integrate your own AI with everything. And this is just the power of building everything in-house and having your own tech team and having a 100-person development team building out this software for you.
It only gets better.
Leo's your biggest fan now.
I didn't put up all this music.
I'm like,
That's right.
you're making my life easier.
Doing all the jobs.
Alright, you're good. Who's
All right,
next?
who's next? Is there anything next?
I think you got
So,
the
before
man,
I
the
bring in the next thing, I think we need to create some kind of hype. This is your favorite person. Our only, one and only, one dog, Sharran!
Push a button and get something. If you remember last year I asked a question, and we'll pop quiz. Last year I asked a question. What makes you unique? What makes you know everything? What makes you win? What makes you realize to have the best access to everything at Real? What makes you win? So what do top performers at Real do? Question, idea. What do top performers at Real do? Show up, good. Collaborate, good. Keep going louder. Execute, show up, work hard, work out. Did you say deal of the week? Oh, that's coming. They cannot be rise without deal of the week. Right? But here's what top performers at Real do. Top performers at Real do something that no one else does, and that is they know everything that's available to them. The reason you're here is to see the demos, to say, hey, this is what's possible. This is what's available to me. This is what I can do. This is why this is amazing. You just don't need to use everything. You just need to know that you can use these things. That's what makes it unique. But the crazy part is that, did you know, how many of you randomly end up watching one of my videos? Thank you. Did you know what Pritesh and the entire team and Leo has done? Over the last year, Leo has ingested over 3,000 training sessions of all my content.
Woo!
So, think about this idea. Think about the power of this, right? Let's say you take a new listing. And you take on a new listing, and on the very beginning, you take on a new listing, and you're like, what do I do next? What do I do next? That's a super important thing, right? But as soon as you take on a new listing, Leo knows that you got a new listing. It finds where you are in your business cycle. It finds whether you have one or have more. It finds whether you've sold it or you're not sold it. It finds what's happening, and it gives you the exact content at that time on what you should do next. Pretty cool, right?
So cool.
Pretty cool. And the crazy part about this is it takes a minute. We need an arcade. We need some Pac-Man shirts. But you never give ideas to real agents about t-shirt ideas. It's going to show up on some Nikes at some point too. But what else can happen? Sometimes a lot of us, the reason we're all here is we end up being really good sponsors. We want to take care of the business relationships we have with our agents. We're like, listen, come to Rio, let me support you, let me help you build the financial future of your career. And let's say you attract an agent. The first thing that happens, you see it happens, and you get a little, hey, you just attracted a new agent. And it's super cool, right? And you get a little badge, which is awesome. It says, cool, I just got a new agent. But most of the time, if it's your first agent, what do you actually do? You don't know how to be a good sponsor. Leo knows. Leo knows when it's your first agent that you're brought on. Leo knows how to teach you to be a good sponsor. Leo knows what you need to do next. Leo knows. Which is so cool. We can write an elaborate sponsor code, but what you need right then is to be a great business partner for your agents. What if as soon as you attracted an agent, Leo was able to
Your first agent just named you as a sponsor. What does that mean?
Imagine it instantly gives you the video.
How cool is that? So, like I was saying, they've built in a bunch of custom features into Leo specific to our businesses here at Real Broker. So this is not just ChatGPT for real, right? This is custom programming of custom prompts that is going to give you. And it's like he's pointing out here, it's fully integrated all of Sharran's training into this as well. So Sharran is like a legit business mogul. He's a social media influencer. He said before that he has 11 different coaches, and including like social media coaches and Instagram coaches and sales coaches. And he passes along a lot of that teaching onto to Real Broker and through his podcast, through his Instagram reels, through his YouTube videos. And so they've fully integrated all of that into one place. And so now you can ask it like, hey, how do I do a listing presentation? And it'll give you Sharran's video training on how to do that, or his training on sales calls, or handling objections, or running a business. All this stuff is going to now prompt you and provide this assets to you, which is really cool. And it looks like he's even recorded custom videos. Like in this example, it's a custom video he recorded to talk to you about, hey, you just got your very first sponsoree. What does that mean? How cool is that? This is so much more than just ChatGPT for real. Like they've programmed in a lot of custom responses, which I think is super, super cool.
Exactly what to do next. That's what happens every single time. So think about this. Now you're going to say, hey Sharran, at some point I know you talked about the hour of power. I have no idea where it is. So you go on this mad Google search, and you know what else you do? You text me, you call me, you DM me on every platform. And then when I get back to you on one platform, you don't respond to me on any other platform. And now I feel bad that I didn't get back to you, but you're like, oh bro, I already got it. But the crazy part is, how amazing would it be if we knew the article that was recorded, the podcast that was recorded, the blog that was recorded, and it went to the exact portion in that time and told you exactly what you're looking for.
I love it.
Right? Here's the crazy part. It actually finds that moment where I talk about the hour of power. It talks about that specific moment. It rewinds and fast forwards that moment. And it pulls that moment on the screen for you. Because that way you don't have to sit and scrub the entire 45-minute video to get to exactly what you want. How amazing would that be?
Now that
Yeah. I'll let you show you proof. Right there, right? But then at the end you can ask it what's the meaning of life, and we'll show you things that Pritesh actually does. But the power in all of this is every single piece of content, every single training, every single audio, every single video, every single blog article, every single email I write, every single text, every single Instagram post, every single thing is categorized, transcribed, indexed for you. And as we use it more, Leo knows more. As we use it more, Leo knows what to do next. As we use it more, it can help you better. So, 3 big things, right? Number 1, Leo knows more than me, because I can't recall everything I talk about. Number 2, finding needles in a haystack. It's just searching, Leo will search it for you, serve it up at the right time. And third, it's going to keep going, and keep going, and keep going. So super excited to have all this rolled out, happening right now.
Woo!
So, Leo now has the brilliance of Sharran in it. I'm not kidding. We've done another 20 people working for 8 months, injecting all this data to get you everything at your fingertips. And this is again, just imagine the amount of content that Leo is ingesting now, just on strategies and coaching and all of this stuff. And I'm not going to spoil what Rise 2025 looks like, but I'll encourage you to think about the possibilities of what we're going to do with all of this stuff.
I can't forget, Pritesh. That was mind-blowing.
So over the next literally 1 hour, you're going to see the real vision of Rio come together. This was part one. There are 3 parts. Don't sleep. I hope you have coffee next to you. And I hope you don't need coffee to keep up. But we're super excited for the next session. Thank you, Sharran.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Pritesh.
Yeah, pretty amazing, pretty groundbreaking, pretty innovative what they're doing here with our technology. And so like I said, this is one presentation of 3 presentations all about our technology and around these AI features that they're integrating with it. I love seeing it. I love working for a company that is moving the needle, that is innovative. And this is why we keep winning awards for our technology, right? Inman Innovator of the Year Award, Fast Company Design Awards, a bunch of other awards you can't even keep up. It's all because of our super innovative and state-of-the-art technology. Hey, so if after this you're interested in joining Real Broker and you're looking for a sponsor or a co-sponsor into the company, be more than happy to hop on a one-on-one video call with you, talk to you about your business, talk to you about Real, see if it'd be a good fit or not. I have a link down in the description below where you can schedule that call. And if you want to see more presentations from the 2024 Rise event, just click right here to check out that playlist. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you.